What's going on, everybody? My name's Agrius, and today I'm going to be playing some Royal Crown. I have to be honest, I've been playing a lot of Royal Crown ever since it dropped. I first saw it on the Endowin's page on Facebook. If you don't keep up with them, you really should if you like to keep up with mobile games because they're always on top of it, whatever's coming out. And as soon as I saw this game, I really wanted to play it. I normally play a lot of Battle Royale games, even though I'm pretty bad at them, honestly. Shooting Battle Royale games I'm not very good at, but I do enjoy playing them, especially with other friends. But when I saw this one, it's a Battle Royale MOBA-esque kind of game, and it has a lot of crafting in it as well. When I saw those elements, I was very interested, especially also with the Ragnarok graphics. I really do enjoy them. And this game was actually pretty interesting just for the fact that I ran into a duo team in solos. It took me a couple tries at fighting them before I actually realized what was going on, and you're gonna see that in the video. I think I run into them about 3 times in separate occasions at first, but in the end I do run into them together, and I finally figure out what's going on. And at that point I was pretty determined to make it my mission to take them out in this game. Even if I wasn't going to win, I wanted to make sure that they weren't going to win, because I really didn't know that people were running duos, running teams in solos. If you want to do that, I mean, stick to squads, I guess. But here I'm just going to speed up some gameplay. Every time I'm gathering, I'm just going to speed it up just because I'm pretty sure people don't want to see me gathering for 10 minutes. This game was actually pretty good though, because I did get into a good amount of fights that weren't just bots as well either. That's the other thing too with this game, is since it's still fairly new, there are a lot of bots that they add into the game just to kind of fill it up. Here I knew this was an actual player, obviously, because he has a character skin, so that really stood out to me. And I had an ult there to get out of that one. What I do like about this game is because there's so many different types of gear and like runes and scrolls, even if you don't have one thing, as long as you can get something else, you can still contend with people. So here, my gear isn't like the best, you know, but I'm going to be making some scrolls, and those scrolls are definitely going to help me out later on. I still have a green helmet, which sucks. It's also definitely not optimal for me. A sniper helmet is not really what I want to be running on Coric. So I do have 2 scrolls. I'm building, 2 runes. I do have some scrolls that I'm building up now. This was a really big fight that I had against Punku. I have fought them before in other games. I know they're pretty good Sonya. And this one I was just barely able to eke out the win. I probably shouldn't have fought in their poison gas thing. Another thing to note in this game is that the consumables are very, very strong, and if you're not running any consumables, you're probably just gonna get wiped, honestly. So all these extra things, even if you have a max out accessory, cutting wood is still very useful. The mushrooms have a lot of different use in them, because even if you don't make food with them, you can make those poison flasks. So here's where I run into the duo at first, and I didn't realize that this was one of the members of the duo team at first. But this Alicia will continue to come up in the match. I'm gonna chase her pretty hard here, and chasing is something I definitely have some issues with. I like to just run people down all the time, and it doesn't always work. Sometimes it gets me killed, but here this Bastine just knocked me up. And when this first happened, I was kind of upset just for the fact that it didn't make any sense to me. I was wondering why he didn't go after the Alicia, because if he did, he could have basically just killed the Alicia and then killed me. And when I saw he went after me, I was kind of surprised and upset because he messed up my kill. But whatever. I ran to safety, I dropped the food, finished healing, and now I'm running back to get back into the action here. As you can see, you know, none of these items that you gather go to waste. If I have a maxed out accessory right now, but all that wood could be made into logs. These consumables can really win you games. If you're not using consumables and someone is, you're gonna get beat. So here is where I finally realized that it was a duo, because when I saw that the Bastine was next to the Alicia, I thought that maybe the Alicia was a bot, and so I went straight on the Bastine because I saw the skin. But then when they turned around on me, I realized that it was that same Alicia from before and that same Bastine that protected her. And so then I knew for sure, like, they were a duo, they were working together. And I was really trying to chase this guy down. I was going super hard for it. I threw the log out, but it was really out of range. I was just trying anything at this point. I really should have waited on my W, because my W is a movement speed bonus. Is a movement speed buff, and it also removes debuffs off of me. So all these times I most likely could have caught up to him, but it was just bad playing on my part. So now I'm just gonna back up off the fight. Bastine has a lot of good movement, because he can just throw his lantern and hop over any obstacle, really, as long as it is an obstacle that you could like hop over, teleport over. And you can keep watching the kill feed. Satan's doll guy is gonna keep coming up that Bastine. I was able to get that supply crate, and it definitely helped me out. That purple helmet was definitely gonna help me out. My runes definitely aren't optimal as well. I know I picked up some purple runes. I don't even really remember what I'm running. I know I never messed with my runes the whole game, which I really should have. If I would have lost, I probably would have been more upset about it. But I won in the end, so it's okay. But you know, all these little things I could have done would have definitely helped me out. But yeah, hindsight is 20/20. Can't go back and fix it. I can only try to play better in the future. So at this point, the circle is closing in. You know, we're at top 5. That was definitely a bot that still made it into the end, and they had nothing on them. So I was getting pretty comfortable with this position I had here. I was really hoping that the circle was gonna close in here, or not. If it didn't, I was gonna be in some trouble. I've had it happen where the circle closes. It's in between two spots that aren't really connected by a bridge, and I've had it happen where the circle closes in on the other side, and I end up having to run all the way around across a bridge to get there, and I've died. In top 2, I've died because of the storm, and it's the dumbest thing ever. So at this point, like I said, I'm really comfortable. It's top 2, and I know he's coming, and I'm glad it's him. I'm really glad it's him, because now he can't run away from me anymore. I see the crab was moving away. I don't know what was going on with that. I thought maybe it was because of him. He aggroed it, so I chased down that way. There was nothing. I'm in this danger zone now. I'm just trying to walk out of that. I probably should have tried to craft anything else that I could have crafted. I don't remember if I had anything else. And also I only have 2 foods with me, so that's really not ideal at this point. And now I'm just waiting for him. And here he goes. We're gonna get into this last fight, which, you know, looking back on it, really could have went either way. He's just so tanky. I mean, I'm very tanky too, but I'm not running my runes that I would normally run. I mean, on Coric, I like running health. And in this fight, I didn't have any health. I didn't build any runes in this fight. It was just runes that I really picked up. So it was just a mess of runes what I was running. And this guy, I know for sure he got a lot of kills he was gathering. And so his build was pretty good. At least it seemed pretty good. And here, this is what annoys me the most. He threw the lantern over, and then he used the fruit to pop back over. I mean, that was just... It was a good move. I can't be mad at it. It was a good move. But at this point, I was going to chase him down, but I realized I should back off and eat. And I did something so stupid here. I dropped my food down to eat, and I thought maybe the crab wouldn't hit me, but the crab totally hit me. And at this point, I'm scrambling. Absolutely scrambling to get away. and to try to eat. This time, I wasn't going to make the same mistake, so I clicked it with my mouse, because right there I clicked another consumable. I think I clicked on 3 instead of 4, so I wanted to make sure I did it, and I actually finished at the perfect moment. If he was a little bit sooner when he rolled up on me, or a little bit closer, I would have gotten knocked out of that, and honestly, he probably would have been able to beat me, because then I might have, you know, had to run away or something. And now he's just running away from me. He's just running marathons here, and I'm getting pretty frustrated, the fact that I have to keep chasing him out. But at the same time, I know there's no way that he's gonna win this. There's no way that he's gonna be able to turn this around on me. I realize that my mana is getting pretty low, but he's basically one shot, so I'm really just trying my best to catch up to him. I can't even Q or anything at this point because I have absolutely no mana, and I don't know what he did there, but that's basically it for him. His last hit, and I got the win. I mean, I'm happy I won this one, especially because I was fighting a duo most of this round. I was fighting a duo to win, and they just kept coming up. So that's the match, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the video, and stay tuned. You know, I really want to keep making videos, and especially for Royal Crown, such a good game. I really do plan on doing more with it. So see you next time.